Hey guys, you're back to Gotham Gymnastics HQ and Quaranteam live. How are you doing, guys? All right, I hope you had the time to get some water, catch some breath, and have Jill Hicks here with us, okay? So I'm gonna wait for Jill to shoot me a comment and join the live over here so we can go from there. Jill, that's gonna be talking about the 10 things you can be doing now to prepare for the recruiting process. All right, I hope everybody's here to check it out because this is great knowledge, guys, that people pay thousands of dollars to have it. I'm telling you, this is a great thing that all these professionals are coming here and giving you guys all this knowledge for free. And Joe is here, so I'll bring in Joe in. Joe's coming. Hey, Joe, how are
Hi.
you? Good.
Good to see you.
Thank you for being here one more time
Yeah.
and bringing this awesome knowledge you have.
I see some of my girls are on here from JH Consulting.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
Very good. And I have to say here, Joe, that Joe now, guys, is part of our advisory board at Gotham Gymnastics. So thank you so much, Joe, for being here, for doing this for us, and being with us during this process, this time, and college recruiting processes. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Okay, so let me take it away here. As far as college gymnastics goes, I like to start with asking you, what is your dream school? I want you to type it in. So if your dream school is a school you've seen on TV, or you've maybe somewhere near your home where you live and you've been to a college gymnastics team, I want to know, or a meet, I want to know which college team is your dream team. It can be any school. It doesn't have to be one that, there's one, Stanford, all right, Oklahoma, Kentucky. All righty, those are great schools. Anyone else? Oh,
UCLA.
yep, San Jose State, UCLA, yep. Awesome. I'm seeing a lot of UCLA. That's great. So if you weren't aware, there's 3 divisions of gymnastics. There's 81 schools in our country, and there's 3 different divisions. So you need to figure out which schools are going to be right for you and your skills. The most important thing is you want to be on a college team that you can contribute to, that you can make their lineup. So usually girls say they want Division 1 gymnastics. So what I say is, okay, that's great. Now we know what your dream is. Now we need to figure out how to get there, because you have to have certain requirements that the college coaches want for them to recruit you. So what I like to do is have you get out a piece of paper, and if your goal is Division 1, you're going to need to be a level 10 gymnast. So you need to
Just
write
backwards.
out. I know, and I don't know how to turn that around. Is there a way?
Not on Instagram, yeah. Only if it was the back camera, but.
Okay, but I'm sure they get the idea. You write your
Yes.
grade and your level. Your grade and your level. All the way down. So if you're in 8th grade and you're a level 7, then probably next year in 9th grade, you'd be a level 8. And your goal is to get to level 10 if you want to be a Division 1 athlete. So you need to look at your own chart and figure out, when are you going to be a level 10 gymnast? And that will help you figure out, do you have an opportunity to be a Division 1 scholarship athlete, at least in gymnastics. Now we also have acrobatics and tumbling, and they have scholarships. So there are 35 plus teams in the country, and you only have to be a level 8 gymnast and higher. You can be higher, of course, to be on their teams. So you want to be, yeah, it's a great opportunity. All right, so that's one thing I recommend. And
Can you remember, can you remind people what are the differences between Division 1, 2, and 3?
okay.
And also remind people what are the differences in types of scholarship?
Okay, so in gymnastics, Division 1, they receive 12 scholarships per team. Division 2, they only get 6 scholarships per team. Division 3, no scholarships, only academic scholarships. So no gymnastic scholarships. So,
and Division 1, 2, and 3 can be in any school, correct?
So Division 1 is usually certain schools, and you can go to roadtonationals.com and see the whole list of Division 1 gymnastic schools. Then it'll show Division 2, then 3. Usually the Division 1 schools are bigger. They're bigger colleges. And the Division 3 are smaller liberal art type colleges. And a lot of them are in Wisconsin for gymnastics.
Wow, we need to make this broader.
Yeah.
Right?
So if you want to be a Division 1 gymnast, you're going to need to be an elite gymnast or a level 10 and have 10-1 start values. That's what they're looking for now. All right. Division 2, you don't have to have as many 10-1 start value events. Maybe you have 2. Maybe you're a specialist on a couple events. Division 3, they'll also look for level 9s and 10s gymnasts, but they're not going to be girls who are scoring 38 all around. They'll probably be scoring more like 35, 36.
Yeah, just to give people more opportunities to have still a path in gymnastics, right?
Yep, it's great. All right,
really
so I have a list of 10 things we're going to go over that you can be doing if you want to be a college gymnast. Number 1, go to that website, roadtonationals.com, and pick 3 to 5 schools that you want to target.
Let me see if I can
Number
put here on the
2.
screen for them.
Oh, okay, the website?
Yeah, but you can keep going.
Number 2, I want you to get out a map of the United States. And when you pick those 3 to 5 schools, I want you to find them on the map so you know where they're located. All right. Number 3, I want you to go to YouTube and watch those 3 to 5 schools that you like. Watch their meets, and you will be able to see what skills you're going to need to be on their team. Number 4, write down what they do: vault, bars, beam, and floor. Okay, so most of the teams have their videos on YouTube. So you want to watch them and then write down what they do on each event. Then you'll know what you need to shoot for. Number 4, am I in 4? You'll need to write down the skills that you'll need to have when you get to their level. Number 5, register with the Eligibility Center. That's at the NCAA website. And you do that when you get in high school. Everyone has to do that to be a college athlete. Every sport has to do that. And then follow the teams on Instagram. It's a great way to get to know the teams and the coaches and what they're like. You need to follow them on Instagram. And that's where they post all their information. Let's see. Number 7, gather your best videos and routines and your upgrades from training and meets and post them on Instagram. Now, I don't recommend you have an Instagram page until you're closer to 8th or 9th grade. And your parents need to be able to monitor all your social media. So important to be safe, okay? But eventually you're going to put all your videos on there, and usually by level 9. Number 8, talk to your club coach. Have a little meeting with your club coach and say, these are the 3 to 5 schools I'm dreaming about that I'd like to go to. Can you help me get there? Can you help me with my skills? I need to be a level 10. Or as you get older, you want to talk to your club coach. Probably not till level 9, though. You don't really need to have those big meetings, but it's a really good thing to have good communication with your club coach. Number 9, when you're at the level, so when your skills start to match the college that you watched on YouTube, that's when you start reaching out with your emails. Okay, and then you're going to fill out what's called questionnaire forms, and they're on the websites of the colleges. But don't send it too early, because then they'll just delete your information. And number 10, always work hard on your academics, because you have to have the grades, you have to have the test scores in order to get in to the college.
That's interesting. So, yeah, many times people are dreaming of going to colleges like this, but you know, they're not up to the amount of work or skills that you know the schools are asking for.
Yes.
And the parents, I think, have to also realize that they have to kind of follow at some point what's needed, where is needed.
Yes.
And
And
I
if
think
there's,
it's
if there's any parents on there, this is how I explain it to the parents. So most parents understand the business world. When they're working in the business world, if they put a job application out for someone to get a job at their company, they're only going to look at the resumes that have the skills that match the job offer, right? So parents have to think of it like that. So college recruiting is a business. The college coaches, when they get your email, if it doesn't have the skills, the level, and all of that they're looking for, they're not going to continue to look at it, just like you wouldn't in the business world. So it's the same thing. They're looking for certain skills and scores, then they're going to look at your videos.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like being an elite athlete. You have to fulfill some requirements, otherwise you don't become an elite athlete.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
Correct. So this is interesting. So let's go a little bit on topic by topic over here.
Okay.
Right? So we can understand a little bit more of the depth of it. So going to worldnationals.com,
Yes.
roadtonationals.com, picking 3 to 5 schools means that they're only going to choose whatever they like and they want, right? And
well, in the beginning, most kids are just dreaming about schools. They don't know how good they're going to be, right? So if you're in middle school, or you're level 5, or you're level 6, you don't know if you're going to get to level 10 ever, right? You don't know yet, right? So you just start doing research, even if it's dream schools and you don't know yet. It's okay, because you're going to learn about college, and that's important. So as you get into high school to level 9 and 10, then you have to really look at which schools still have roster spots, which schools do my skills match, and my grades, and my test scores. So all those things.
Right. That's good. And then, so get out a map and find the 3 or 5 schools on the map. So just to see where the schools are located, so they can feel comfortable or not going to there.
Yeah, because some kids don't want to go far from home, and they don't realize until they look at the map how far away a college might be, you know? So I like them to get out a map and really see, okay, do I have to fly on a plane to get there? Can my parents come to the meets because they can drive their car? And everybody's different. So some people want to be close to home, near their parents, and some don't mind going far away. So it's really important to get out the map and see, where is that school located? How far is it? How far is the plane flight? You know, can I come home for holidays? You know, those kind of things. Yeah.
Right. There's an interesting question on that. How many faraway competitions and in-house competitions each college attends? So I think it's important to do.
Every conference is different. So you've got your Pac-12, you have your Big Ten, you have the SEC. They're all different on how they regulate that, and it's now being regulated by TV. So because we have so many on TV now, right? So they usually have to see each other once in their conference a year. So there's about depends on the conference, but you're probably going to travel at least 6 times during the season.
6, you said?
Around 6, depending if you make it to regionals and nationals and all those. Yeah.
That's interesting. Very good. And well, that's part of what you just said about the parents being able to see the competitions or not, and whatever they feel comfortable doing, they're also going far away from home or close to home. I mean, because kids in New York, for example, go to UCLA,
Yep.
all the way across the country. So, you know, it's a big travel.
That's why I recommend going to the summer camps so that you can get a feel for how far away it is on the airplane and how you feel about it and all of that.
Right. That's interesting.
Yeah.
At least you have some red eyes.
Yeah.
Red eye blood. Okay, so now talk a little bit about the registration eligibility center on the eligibility center for NCAA.
Okay, so if you go to ncaa.org, you're going to see at the top eligibility center. You click on that and it's going to have you answer some questions about your grades and if you've taken money for the sport. So everyone has to fill in all their classes and what grades you got and then answer questions about eligibility.
Now, what does it taking money from the sport means? Being a professional?
Being paid to do anything, even a dollar is, you can't do that. So you really want to ask the NCAA if you're going to become, like, do promotions or some of these leotard companies, t-shirt companies that want the gymnasts to wear a leotard and be on Instagram. You can do it, but you can't take any money for it.
That's interesting because I'm going to put something out there. Oh, that's okay. I'm going to put something out there. We don't have to talk about this now. But with NCAA changing their rules so college athletes can be paid.
Yes.
Why can't they accept somebody that is doing a promotion or something like that? Make sense?
It depends. Yeah, my understanding is it depends on the sport. And they haven't finished that rule yet, exactly what it's going to look like. So they're still deciding all the details. So I just say it's better to stay away from taking money right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay, so I mean, following them on Instagram, it's easy enough. Now, can you talk about the personal Instagram account? And why it's better to have a personal Instagram account versus one within the institution they're part of?
You mean their club?
Correct.
So the college coaches are used to finding the girls as individuals. So it's better to have your own, and it's the club coach or college coach don't have time to look through all your club girls. You know, so they're used to just going to your individual. It's faster. So, and they have very little extra time. So you need to have your first name, last name, year you graduate. And that's how they like to follow you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Okay, so a little bit about talking to the club coach about pursuing college gymnastics, right?
Yep.
So this is probably a cultural question to be solved, because when a kid is a level 5, for example, level 4, level 5, and they come to you and say, I want to be a college gymnast. Now, would you encourage this, right? Of course I would, but would you encourage something like this? Would the coach say, hey, you're too young to think about this? Or are the coaches...
I say, yeah, I think it's great to say, really, that's awesome. What school are you dreaming about? And they'll tell you. And just say, I'm behind you. And when you get to level 9, I definitely want to have a meeting with you so we can really look at which schools are going to be a good path for you.
There we go. And those coaches have to have some of this knowledge too. They have to know what the colleagues are asking for. Otherwise, they're not going to grow the girl the way it's supposed to get there, right?
Most girls and parents tell me they feel alone in the process. So most club coaches say, hey, until you make it to JO Nationals level 10, I don't even want to talk to you about it. So they feel really alone and they don't know what to do about that. And that's probably why my business exploded, because most girls just want a chance, even if it's D3, even if it's acrobatics and tumbling. They've spent their whole life doing this sport. And so they're afraid to talk to their club coach because they feel like they're not good enough. So that's where the kind of gap happens. And I try to do a lot of talks with the club coaches to help them understand I'm on your side. I get it. You don't need a level 4 talking with you every day about college gymnastics, but it will keep the girls in the sport longer when they know you're on their team and they know you support them. But you need to say to them, let's talk when you're level 9. And I have a whole plan for club coaches on a filing system they can have in their gym, on how the girl takes responsibility and files in there. And all the club coach has to do is go look at the file, and then they know which schools they're talking to, which schools they're interested in, how's it going. So we know club coaches are busy, right? And the girls and the parents just want to have some kind of a plan. So I have a whole webinar on it, and club coaches seem to really love it.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's why we brought you close to us.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you were at the level of the school, okay, just to see if you were in the level of the school, that right? That we spoke about this to see.
Yeah, unfortunately, most parents and girls send their information before they're at the level of the college or very close, and so it gets deleted, and they never hear back from a college coach. So they don't understand why, and that comes back to your resume. So your meets have to match the skill level, start values, and videos of the schools you're pursuing. Right. So if you send it too soon, they're going to delete your stuff. Yeah.
Right, and the interesting part is that if you get deleted, you never know, because the clubs cannot get in contact with the coaches. No. The coaches cannot call the clubs.
No.
Or the gyms or the parents, right?
Right.
So it becomes lost.
Right.
Exactly.
So timing is crucial. You want the sweet spot of the timing of when you send the information to the right teams. It's really important. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And also academics versus gymnastics itself.
Yeah.
What would you say the balance is?
So academics should always come first, because you don't want to be at a college that you can't get your degree from and have to transfer. It's a lot of heartache and a lot of work, and it's not good. So you always keep academics first, meaning what do you want to study? If you don't know, most colleges have a broad base of offerings of majors, but if you have a specific degree you want to get, you need to be sure you find out which schools have that degree. Number one. All right. And then number two, your grades are really important, because college coaches are looking for girls who are very committed to their academics, so they don't struggle, fall behind, maybe not pass classes, because then they can't compete. So you have to have a minimum standard of a GPA to be on a college team to go out and compete.
That's good. Does each college have their own standard of GPA, or is it the same for everybody?
There's one standard for the NCAA, and then there's standards for the university too.
Okay. Yeah. Do you know exact standard for NCAA or by
So yeah, I was just thinking, I think it's a 2.5 for minimum for freshmen to or seniors to go into college. I'm pretty sure it's a 2.5, and then it just depends on the college, if you know how your grades are, what your and also your college coach. So some college coaches have a standard.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Okay, so now I think I'm going to open here so we can have some questions coming.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
Perfect. Yeah.
Awesome. Guys, this is your time. This is your time to come in with questions, please. I'm turning the comments back on. And you guys watching this and having some questions, please feel free to throw it.
I think there was a few. How do I know what school fits me best? Right. So you look at a lot of things, but the number one thing is going to be your skill level. So whatever level of your gymnastics you are, so is going to drive the recruiting. And then you want to go to YouTube, look at the team and see what skills are they doing. Because when those girls graduate, the seniors, they want to replace the freshmen with those senior routines. So look at the seniors, see what they're doing. And if you match those skills, then you could have a shot on that team.
Right, that's good. There's an interesting question here. I'm a ninth grader in level 8. Am I too old for this?
So if you move up to level 10, let's say in 10th grade, you should have 3 years at level 10, potentially, maybe 2. I would consider you what's called a late bloomer. So you're going to have to look at schools that might be Division 3 or Division 2, just because of the timing. The earlier you turn level 10, the more schools will have roster spots. So you're okay depending on how fast you get to level 10 in high school. And be sure to look at acrobatics and tumbling.
Right. Then we have another question here. How do you promote yourself as a specialist?
So first of all, again, go look at the college, see if your specialist events. So if you're a vaulter, if you have a 10-0 vault for level 10, then you would send an email to the college coach and say, I'm a level 10, I have a 10-0 vault, and I can walk on. Usually those are walk-ons. So you're going to have to tell them that, or they won't open the email if they don't recognize you or know that you can be a walk-on. So you want to put it in.
Can you remind them what is a walk-on?
So a walk-on is somebody who's as good as the team on at least 1 to 2 events. And your parents are going to pay for your college. But you're as good as the team and they need that event. They're short. So they're going to recruit a vaulter and your parents are going to pay for it. But once you're on the team, you're treated just the same.
Exactly. That's so nice.
Great. Yeah.
Another opportunity to be on team, right?
Yes.
So when the schools are allowed to contact you?
June 15th, after your sophomore year of high school.
It's very specific.
Very specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's asking here. It's actually our gymnast here. Would you talk to a level 6?
So now we are offering. Yeah, we do. We are offering a special. I know it's backwards. It's called JH50, and it's for a 1-hour consultation with you and your parents, and it's only $50. We never do this. It's a special because we're going through this crazy time, and we have a lot of level 6s and 7s who are calling, and they just want to see, well, what is college gymnastics? Can we talk about it for an hour and see what would my path look like if I moved up a level a year? And we answer your questions, and it's a really great opportunity. So yes, we would do that. You can just contact me, jhicksconsulting.com, and I'll get you an advisor who can spend an hour with you and your parents.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very good. Somebody's asking to discuss start values, but I think this is a topic for another day.
Okay.
Hold on. It says, how do I know when I will start looking at colleges?
By level 9, you should, when you are level 9, you should start going to meets, going to summer camps, and doing your research. Kind of like what I talked about earlier, get a map out, find out where these schools are. But by level 9, you need to be really working on all that.
Well, there's some people here that are level 2 and they're already thinking about college. Which is good, but you have some time, girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you are slated to move to level 10 before the virus, can you still stay training 10? I mean, I think this is a question for her own coach, right?
Well, here's how I'm answering that to all my clients is you have what's called muscle memory. So everything you've done in the past in the gym is stored in the neurons in your brain. It's just like riding a bike. So maybe you haven't ridden a bike in a year, but you get a bike out, and guess what? You hop on and you ride your bike. So when you get back in the gym, it's going to take 4 to 6 weeks to get fit, strong, to the same level that you were before and doing those skills. But if you work out really hard right now with all the online stuff and the conditioning, flexibility, and the visualizing, you're going to come back faster than others who don't do that. So it's really important that you are doing everything you can in your homes now, so that when you get back in your club, you will not get an injury and you will come back. It'll take time. Level 10 has big skills. It'll take some time, but you will come back. Yeah.
For sure. Especially if they keep active during this time, right? Then
it's really important to stay fit.
Yeah, it's even easier. Well, Jill, we need to start wrapping here.
Yep.
Again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for bringing knowledge and your organization on this.
Yep.
It's always good to have you. And I hope everybody can, come and to your website and get more information with you. We will be posting these, guys, all the 10 steps over here. We're going to be posting this together alongside with Jill Hicks' website, okay? So you guys stay tuned. Jill.
Thank you, Daniel, for having me.
Thank you.
And Gotham
Thank you very much. We'll be in touch soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Okay, guys, before you go, I need to say thank you so much for being here one more day. We're doing this with all our hearts. Other professionals coming in are doing this with all their hearts as well. There is a lot of people doing online stuff, and I'm sure it's going to be more and more, okay? But only here, you're going to see all these amazing professionals together, okay? So Quaranteams, thank you so much, everybody. Peace out. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Enjoy your day.